First game for the Pittsburgh Steelers without Matt Canada as the offensive coordinator, and you can see the offense looks a lot better. First play of the game, Kenny Pickett, right down the middle, chunk play to Pat Freiermuth. That's an area that the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't been worked. Pat Freiermuth tight end position that they haven't been using. So right off the bat, you get a good play, chunk play right down the middle. And as you see in this game, man, Kenny Pickett was playing with confidence, more confidence than he had all season. Got the ball all around. Everybody got a touch, at least one touch. Even Darnell Washington had a reception in this game. And this is a game for Kenny Pickett to build on, a complete game. This is a game that, Steeler fans and Pickett fans and everybody, man, the nation's been waiting on, a complete game. Like I said, from the first play of the game, you see his mind frame, you see what he was about. I'm going to stretch this field out some, and it was chunk plays to be made, and he made them. Allen Robinson, Calvin Austin, Connor Hayward, a couple passes, and Pat Freiermuth just had a game that he's capable of having all the time, man, because what the weapons that the Steelers have with Deontay Johnson outside and Pickens, keying on those guys, Pat Freiermuth is going to be open like that early and often, man. So, I know it's only 16 points, and people could say, hey, man, only 16 points, but they did something they haven't done in a long time with cracking a 400-yard barrier. Having had 400 yards the whole time Matt Canada was the offensive coordinator. And there's no coincidence, the first game the Pittsburgh Steelers crack over 400 yards. So that lets you know right there what we don't have to go down that line. Everybody's seen what was going on when he was around. So, and man, it's just good to see Kenny Pickett playing with the confidence that he played with in the game, and 16 points. You say, hey, man, not only 16, like I said, only 16. Some people might say same old offense. You really ain't doing nothing and things like that. We're not going to get into the what if, Deontay Johnson's touchdown would have been 23, over 20 points. We can go down that line, but even without that, man, the points are going to come. If Kenny Pickett he stayed playing like this, his mind frame stay in this mode. He's in attack mode, going down the field, pulling the trigger on the passes. The points will come. And the offense, the more yards that the offense gained, you see Najee Harris go 400 yards, and he was running with a purpose. He's running like he want to get that option picked up, man. So the points are coming. If the Pittsburgh Steelers can continue moving like this, man, you have to be excited. You can say one game things and that, man, but for the amount of slander and the things like that Kenny Pickett did get, when he put together a good game, man, you have to give it to him. You have to give him his credit. Because he played a good game even without throwing a touchdown pass. He put together a complete game, and that was something that Steeler fans and, people wanted to see, not just a fourth quarter thing, first play of the game, down the field, middle. Two things that people were saying that the Steelers needed to do right off the bat. He covered them, and that's something, to be said too, because Pittsburgh Steelers wasn't going down the middle of the field, wasn't using the tight ends. And then on the first play, without Matt Canada, without Matt Canada, you do just that. And some people might have thought, it was a Tomlin thing, and hey, maybe that was Mike Tomlin's whole game plan philosophy. Just play it safe. Don't mess it up, and don't throw down the middle of the field and take shots and things like that, because you can get deflections and they can turn it into turnovers. Well, the first game without Matt Canada, they do everything that they haven't been doing. So maybe it was Matt Canada telling Kenny Pickett not to go down the middle of the field, not to take shots and to play it safe. Maybe that was his thing so he won't make Tomlin mad. Him and Tomlin talked about it, and he probably, and he said, well, not talked about it. He probably talked to Tomlin, and from what he got from Tomlin, he's like, well, maybe if I just don't mess this up and just have Kenny do this, I can save face and I can stay around for a little bit longer, because Mike Tomlin's still here and they're doing the things that they haven't been doing when Canada was here. So it looks like it was Canada. We know it was. So the proof's in the pudding. One game in, you can't really say, put too much into one game, but it's no coincidence that you do the things that you haven't been doing when the guys are around. The first game out, like using the middle of the field, using your tight end for 9 receptions for 120 yards, cracking a 400-yard barrier, something you haven't done his whole tenure. You do it in one game. The first game after he leaves, it's not like it's 5 games in or in front of. It's the very first game, and it wasn't even a full week. He was fired on Tuesday. Fired on Tuesday, and the Steelers do everything that he couldn't do in a week's term. So it's a good game for Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, man. Got moving. Najee Harris running the ball. You seen Warren come in and do some things, man, and it was just good to see something for Kenny Pickett to build on. A performance, a complete performance, something that people have been waiting to see. And it's interesting to see, man, for the rest of the season, how Kenny Pickett can do without Matt Canada. He's 1 for 1, if you want to call it that. So, and hopefully he keeps moving in the right direction. And hopefully the offense can keep the yardage up and the points will follow. So Kenny Pickett looks like a new man, and hopefully it continues. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.